A marquee matchup tonight. Two great centers going head-to-head. Brent, talk about the attributes scouts are looking for out of modern-day centers.
I think one of the things that they look for first with regards to a big man, Kevin, is a guy who doesn't shy away from contact. I know the game is moving with a little more open pace and space, but still, your big guy's got to want to be physical, because there are times in the game, whether he's touching it in the post or not, he's got to be a presence both offensively and defensively. That requires taking a few hits.
And with the ability to pass, and you know, there are guys like Bogut, even in advanced age, can still, I think, make a difference in that position.
Yeah, but if you look at guys like Bogut and Steven Adams, they're still willing to sacrifice their body, not for the glory of having the ball, but everything they can do for getting the ball into open space for their guards. That means hitting a guy, setting hard screens. That physicality has got to be priority one.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Chris Bosh is out there with Barry. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Jordan. And it's Payton in at point guard. Bosh against Reed. Payton kicks to Jordan. 5 on the clock. Here's Bosh. Rebounded by Elgin Baylor. Pass to Price for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Price has got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't beat him up on the perimeter.
Jordan with it. He's coming off a 31-point game against Chicago. Bosh hits the pick for Payton. And here's Jordan outside. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Now, here is Maravich. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The pass to Barry. Throws it up high. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take-charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Nets. No good from Jordan.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Couldn't complete the play. Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one, Kevin. Tough to defend against.
Jordan the screen. Pass to Barry. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Barry's got 6.
There's an art to setting screens, and DeAndre Jordan right there in the right spot to open up that play.
Maravich dishes to Baylor. Over Barry. Again, the Nets for 2. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Jordan with a screen on Price. Payton passes to Bosh. Count it. Good.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner. Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Jordan and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Now, here is Reed. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Cavaliers leading. And here is Payton. hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Bosch. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And the Cavs' big three completed with the trade of #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that trade.
Here's Jordan after the basket by Brooklyn. Back to Jordan. Shot clock at 5. Here's Barry. Bank shot, no good.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Count it. Baylor's got 8 points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Jordan with a screen on Price. Kept alive. Jordan kicks to Bosch. Left side, Baylor. Uncovered. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Price has got his 4th assist in this one.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Nets leading by 5. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
The dish now to Payton. Shoots over Price. Drills the baseline jumper. Payton's got his first 2 points. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. The 15-footer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And in part because I just thought they came out flat in that game and could never recover. Just not their best effort.
You could see the coach trying a few different rotations in that game, shaking things up, trying to get something going, but nothing was working.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Passes it to Baylor. Over Barry. Feeds it to Walton. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And again, it's the Nets missing.
They just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
The drive by Jordan. And Walton sends it back. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And there's Price. That's good on the assist by Baylor. Price has got 5 now. Jordan the pass to Barry. He dishes it to Jordan. Here's Payton. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Nets shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Screen by Walton. Price dishes to Walton. He kicks to Baylor. Outside, Maravich. Maravich missing again.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Now here's Bosch. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
Barry the pass to Bosch. Over Reed. Bosch with the bucket. He has 6.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Here's Maravich. Maravich missing again.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
Now here's Jordan. 5 points in the game. Shoots over Maravich. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Brent, coming down the stretch of a tie game, some coaches like to substitute for offense and defense. Others don't. What would be your preference if you were coaching?
I think the idea has to totally do with matchups, Kevin. You're looking out on the floor. If all of a sudden the guy you want with the ball has a mismatch or an advantage, I'm going to stay away from any sort of timeout to give a coach 60 seconds to talk about something that he could probably shut down. I might not be able to be as creative as what's just happened in the flow of the game, and I'll trust my player to make the right play for me at that time.
Here's Walker following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. The feed to Jordan. Lets the three fly. Sinks the three-pointer. Jordan's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Cavs. Nets trail by 4. Baylor a screen on Jordan, and it's Big Dog with the foul. That's his first foul. Rudy Gay's checked in for Baylor. Richmond, he's checked in for Cleveland. Cavaliers on D. Arenas kicks to Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Kelly.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. Cleveland shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And over the course of the Nets franchise history, some interesting decisions. I mean, back in the 90s, they came very close to changing the team name to the Swamp Dragons. I think I'm just going to leave that one right there.
And so here's Cleveland following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Shots good by Walker.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Williams. He can't get that one. Richmond with the defensive effort. So, Greg, how close were the Nets to being the Swamp Dragons anyway?
Well, it needed a unanimous vote of all the teams to change it, but there was one vote against it. The Nets themselves voted against the change, and they had 7 owners who rotated voting duties, and the one on deck got cold feet.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
Walker dishes to Richmond. Here is Villanueva inside from 13, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Outside Williams. Dishes it to Gay. Outside Arenas. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Walker. Cans the shot from the wing. Arenas has got his second basket of the night.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense.
From deep three-point range, and that's not going to go. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. We'll return shortly. And one of our game's most explosive dunkers, DeAndre.
And you jump 20 feet in the air. It's like.
And for a guy like DeAndre and a guy of DeAndre's size, guys, it's hard to believe how fluid he is in the air.
He's got some body torque into those jams, and just all around, he seems to improve his game every year.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Such a great way to get yourself into an offensive groove and build up some early confidence.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got Kemba Walker. Cowboy is out there with prime time. Then it's Richmond. And it's Robinson in at the small forward. Now here's Richmond. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And Walker kicks to Kelly. Richmond right side. Puts it up from 15. Jump shot is good. Richmond's got his first bucket in this one.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Here's Williams. Outside Arenas. Back to Williams. Here's Unseld, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And after so many finals runs starting in 2015, Brent, Is it natural for a team like the Cavaliers to wear down a bit?
Well, they do have some guys that have played a lot of years in the NBA, so that's a natural cause and effect. But these guys were the defending champs last year, won 51 games, took a couple months off on the defensive end, and then flipped the switch in the playoffs, no doubt about it. Came together and played extremely well through their run in the Eastern Conference.
On defense, the Nets. Screened by Villanueva. And Walker kicks to Villanueva. 6 to shoot. Charity stripe shot. Here's Kelly, and taken away by Arenas.
Well, aside from that possession, they've done a pretty good job of keeping the turnovers way down this game.
Shoots off the step back, and the shot falls short this time.
And they continue to control the glass.
Outside Robinson. Kelly kicks to Richmond. He feeds it to Walker. Gay against Robinson. Over Gay. Rebound, Brooklyn. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
We'll get a great idea tonight of exactly how they match up in terms of strengths versus weaknesses. When it comes down to a 4-game season series, this first one is always a good indicator of what's to come.
Now here's Walker. Cleveland moving it around. Robinson kicks to Kelly. Pass to Richmond. Over Williams. Here's Villanueva, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. Hey, Brent, you made the NBA playoffs in your second year. Talk about the mental preparation that goes into one's first postseason as a player.
I think it's always a special time, Kevin, just because of the unknown factor. And at that time, it was the Clippers, my second season, a team that was very young and inexperienced. And so it was all fresh and new. And the biggest challenge for any coach in that sort of predicament is to make sure that players are on task and focused. We certainly were not. The Utah Jazz took care of us, and that's because of one John Stockton and Karl Malone.
Now here's Richmond. Kicks it to Villanueva. 6 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Robinson. Here's Kelly. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
So for the Nets, Reed comes in for the Monster. And it's Maravich in for Williams. Chris Bosh has checked in for the Cavaliers. Barry comes in for Robinson.
Start it.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
Mark Price, he's checked in for ABC. And Cleveland with a change here too. Payton's checked in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Offensive rebound, Kelly. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Nets trail by 10. Price outside. And there's the pass to Maravich. Here's Unseld. He's covered by Richmond. Turnaround Jay tried to bank it in, but he misses. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. From outside the arc, it's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Payton outside. To the middle. Here's Barry. Got a piece of it. Here's Price. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Well, Walton's checked in for Brooklyn. Baylor comes in for Rudy Gay. Then for the Cavaliers, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Cowboy. And it's Jordan in for Richmond. Now, here's Price. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Orlando. From downtown, that shot misses. So Cleveland will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Payton kicks to Bosch. Over Reed. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Now here's Price. 8 points for him. Outside Maravich. Over Jordan. No good from Maravich.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
That one falls.
All keyed right there from the lead pass, right on the money.
Now here's Price. Reed kicks to Price. Screen by Walton. Up top Maravich. Pass to Reed. It's hauled in by Barry.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Payton against Price. Outside Bosch. There's the dish to Jordan. Jordan can't get that one to fall.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Cleveland leading by 9. Payton kicks to Jordan. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 6th assist on the night.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Timeout called, the Nets. Hey, Brent, right off the bat, we're already seeing several big-name rookies struggle a little bit. Talk about the adjustment going from being the star player, the guy on your college team, to becoming, initially at least, a contributor in the NBA.
I think it's difficult, the mental adjustment for a player to come to practice and do all the things to prepare for a practice and then work extra either before or after practice, Kevin, and then go to a game, put on your uniform, and sit. It's just not something that they're used to. They haven't done it for
not
10.
Natural, right.
Oh, yeah, or 10 or 12 years. And so it's important to have 3 things at that point, Kevin. 1, a coach that continues to tell you what you need to work on. 2, an assistant coach that works with you daily on the things that the coach has told you about. And the last part is having a veteran guy as a mentor. That can be extremely important in you keeping your confidence and the idea of be ready, stay ready when your opportunity presents itself.
And the Nets adding their own G League affiliate, the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, and the Nets franchise originally, remember, based in Long Island. So nice to have that homecoming. And, of course, with young talent development, so critical for this Nets organization. Having that minor league team in close proximity, very valuable.
Here's Price following the basket by Michael Jordan. Baylor a screen on Payton. Price kicks to Baylor. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The Nets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And, of course, for the Nets, I mean, they won't control their own first-round pick until 2019. There's going to be some losing along the way with not much reward.
And Jordan gets it to go.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
That one goes. Count it. Walton's got 4 points this quarter. And Greg, the Nets trading away the better part of a decade worth of draft picks when they went all in back in 2013 and 2014.
Yeah, going for vets like Darren Williams and Gerald Wallace, Paul Pierce, and, of course, KG. But unfortunately, all past their primes. That team only able to get to the second round, and boy, what a heavy price to pay for so little success in the postseason.
And they pick up 2. Barry's got 8.
Yeah, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
Reed, a screen on Payton. Screen by Walton. Passes to Maravich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jumper off the screen. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 17 points in the game.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Strange to see that this Cavs team, after facing the Warriors, became one of the most elite shooting teams themselves. Their three-point shooting percentage up to about 38% last season. That was second best in the NBA. They also had the second most attempts in the league behind the Rockets.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 16. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Reed, a screen on Jordan. Nice work there coming off the screen. Maravich has got 4 points now in the quarter. And for the Cavaliers, 40% of their field goal attempts coming from long range last season. Ran a huge part of their offense.
Well, 25 made threes in a single game against the Hawks last year was an NBA record. Not Golden State. Cleveland had that record, so it's one of the many ones that they set as a prolific three-point shooting team. And interesting, because their matchups with the Golden State Warriors, as being the great shooting team that they are, that the Cavs shot more last year.
Payton kicks to Bosch. Back to Payton. Jordan, the screen, shoots over Maravich. The shot by Jordan, no good.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
And it's Walton missing.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Barry. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Barry's got 11. Nets trail by 9.
And really, this is where you want to just let the clock wind down.
Yep, unless you get a great look that's impossible to pass up, use the time wisely.
The Nets have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8. And that one falls for Price. And Cleveland making a change here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
Now Walker feeds it to Jordan. Back to Walker. Launches a 3. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first half. Yep. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
Hey, everybody.
Show.
Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny the Jet Smith. Cleveland did not hesitate to set the pace. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few stops and some quality offensive possessions. They ended up leading by 6 at the end of the first quarter. And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and crew, standing by.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. What a game. Nets trail by 7. We've got Baylor. Price is out there with Maravich. And it's Reed, and it's Walton in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Price kicks to Baylor. Clock at 6. Over Barry. And that one's good by Baylor. Baylor's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Brooklyn.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Payton attacking. Outside Jordan. He dishes it to Payton. That 3 off the mark. The Nets shooting well. They're at 45%. Walton, a screen on Payton. Maravich kicks to Baylor. over Berry. No good from Baylor.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
We often talk about how players have evolved over the years, but Brent, what about strategies on both sides of the ball? Where has that evolved?
I think the last 5 or 6 years, what we're seeing is definitely on the offensive end, more of a European style of basketball where we have passing, off the ball cutting, multiple times where the big comes out of the hole, which is the post-up area, Kevin, to the top of the key to be a conduit from both sides of the floor. That draws the whole line of defense up and creates opportunities behind the play. If we go to the defensive end, Kev, that's all about switching. Versatility on the defensive end comes from switching, swarming defenses, and that's where teams are trending to go.
The Cavaliers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Nets trail by 6. There's the pick. Price kicks to Baylor. The 11-footer. Baylor can't get that one to fall.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
No good from Jordan. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Basket good. Maravich just got 9.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Jordan the pass to Berry. Payton outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Brooklyn working now with the new shot clock. Maravich good. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bosch dishes to Jordan. Fires from the corner, and they pick up 2. Jordan's got 24.
Well, it took 4. They finally got one to go. Still, they need to connect on more opportunities to get this quarter going.
Baylor up top. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Here's Berry. Baylor defending. The feed now to Jordan. Top of the key, Payton. Shoots over Price. That doesn't go either for Payton. Nets trail by 4. Maravich kicks to Baylor. And that's collected by Payton.
And you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out.
Whoa! You saw that.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Payton against Price. Outside Maravich. Here's Baylor. It's good from the top of the key. 23 points in the game. The Cavaliers leading by 4. And it's Bosch at the elbow. He kicks it to Jordan. No good off the front iron. The Nets have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Price against Payton. Outside Baylor. Releases from 15. Again, the Nets for 2. And so here's Cleveland. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside Jordan. Good work defensively by Maravich.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
For Brooklyn, they had gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Cowboys checked in for the Cavaliers. Richmond comes in for Michael Jordan. Richmond outside. 6 to shoot. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Arenas is checked in.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Outside Williams. There's the screen. Elgin Baylor on the wing. Unseld controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Barry. Baylor defending. Up off the screen, and Richmond with the stuff.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
But that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
The shot by Williams, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Payton kicks to Richmond. Outside Bosch. Back to Richmond. Fires the three. Connects from three-point range. Now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Outside Williams. They set the pick. Elgin Baylor on the wing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Cavaliers.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
The Monsters checked in for Brooklyn. And then for Cleveland. Primetime's checked in for Bosch. Robinson comes in for Barry. And Walker subbed in for Payton. Richmond. It's rebounded by Unseld. Unseld's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Baylor. Had a hand on it. Richmond for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Williams with the ball. Back to Baylor. From beyond the arc. Richmond with the rebound. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Down low, outside for Robinson. Down low, here's Kelly. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Arenas passes to Baylor. Back to Arenas. Stolen by Walker. Takes a 3. Here's Kelly. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's an 11-point Cavalier lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Timeout called, the Nets. And last season, I think, Greg, there was a time when Kemba Walker was playing basketball, as well as any point guard in the NBA.
No doubt. I mean, not to say he's the best in our league, but he is certainly climbing up the list. You can't ignore his impact on this team. Has worked to improve each season he's been in the league.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Maravich is checked in. And Villanueva kicks to Richmond. Shoots over Maravich. Rebounded by the Nets. The Monsters got his 3rd rebound tonight. To end the run. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Pete Maravich.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Villanueva with the bucket. Villanueva's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
They grab their own miss. A second chance effort, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Kemba Walker. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 23 points a game last year, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
Yeah, he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor. Love that versatility.
Richmond kicks to Robinson. Villanueva inside. Dishes it to Kelly. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
Outside Arenas. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Robinson with it. Baylor picks him up. Right side to Walker. Back to Robinson. Just 4 to shoot. Over Baylor. Robinson misses.
Now, shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Here's Baylor. Drains the 19-footer. Baylor's got 31 points.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Richmond outside. He feeds it to Robinson. There's the pick. Over Baylor. And it's Robinson again missing.
Yeah, just not his night so far, guys.
Elgin Baylor on the wing. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Maravich just got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Walker dishes to Villanueva. They get it back.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
The third quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Cleveland leading by 5 on the court for Cleveland. Robinson is out there with prime time. Then it's Jordan. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Jordan in at the 2. Jordan the screen. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Jordan.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
Net shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here's Baylor. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. From deep, Walker. Jordan kicks to Walker. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Walker. And now it's a 10-point Cleveland lead. Maravich against Jordan. Screen by Walton. Pass to Price. There's a good screen. Baylor against Robinson. Baylor can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Jordan the pass to Robinson. Shoots over Price. Robinson misses.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Got that one up quick.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Outside Jordan. Jordan the screen. Outside Robinson. Jordan kicks to Villanueva. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 10 points for prime time.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Kicks it to Baylor. Puts up a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Robinson. Villanueva up top. Outside Walker. And Villanueva now atop the key. It's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 8. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Price against Walker. Here's Baylor. They get the rebound. Reed. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
For the Cavaliers, Chris Bosh is checked in for prime time. Barry comes in for Robinson. And it's Peyton in for Kemba Walker. Price kicks to Walton. And Walton throws it down.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now the pass to Barry. Over Baylor. Barry misses. Nets trail by 4. Price outside. Baylor a screen on Peyton. Price kicks to Baylor. Maravich dishes to Reed. Price with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Over to the wing. From past the arc. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Jordan with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Down low. And the dunk by Jordan.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Maravich kicks to Reed. Pass to Price. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Jordan against Maravich. Now the dish to Baylor. Reed kicks to Price. To the paint. Walton. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Price has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Bosh, the screen. Back to Jordan. Off the screen. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Shooting one.
It's going to go on Bill Walton.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
2 shots. And both free throws good for Reed. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Peyton passes to Barry. This one for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That one on Baylor. With the premium placed an outside shooting, Brent, plus defensive rules that lessen the need to defend in isolation, will we see guys playing for more years than ever before? Less wear and tear because there's less of it inside in games.
You know, it's a great point, Kevin. I think that you're right about that. I also think that whatever we're doing off the court in terms of the players with nutrition and training regimen, that's going to be another reason why we'll see players be very effective well into their late 30s and sometimes into their early 40s, which is about my limit, Kev. I'm still effective at 45.
You are. Very effective at 45. And here's Price. Pass to Baylor.
And guys, at this point, just a side note, they've got this one sewn up. He's probably headed to the bench one way or the other. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
And it's in there. Baylor's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
Jordan, the screen. Goes up from the top of the key. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Porter's checked in. Maravich against Jordan. Outside, Maravich feeds it to Baylor. From deep, but they'll get another chance. Nets working now with a new shot clock. Price dishes to Baylor. Reed a screen. And another shot. Porter with a block. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Maravich against Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage.
And you know what? He's shaken off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Bosch, the screen. There's the feed to Jordan. No one near Payton as he lets it go. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And that one's good. Price.
You can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. Like to see his guys step up a little more.
Dishes to Jordan. Out to Payton. 3-pointer. They get it back. Outside Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Payton outside. Bosch sets the pick for Payton. And here's Jordan outside. Elgin Baylor pulls it in.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Jordan kicks to Bosch. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And the first one at the line is good.
Chris Bosch taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Bosch. Nets trail by 16. Timeout called the Nets. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Not sure what the defense is thinking or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Michael Jordan.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Pass to Walt. Out left of the wing. Price kicks to Maravich. That one goes in. Maravich just got 21.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Payton kicks to Bosch. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Reed, a screen on Payton. Price kicks to Reed. He dishes it to Maravich. He feeds it to Walton. Over Jordan. Misses off the right iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Kicks it to Jordan. Bosch, the screen. Back to Jordan. The drive by Bosch, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 14 points for Chris Bosch.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Reed down low. He's covered by Bosch. Reed misses. Cleveland leading by 19.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Cleveland.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jordan.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Payton passes to Bosch. And again, it's Cleveland.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Maravich, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Michael Jordan. Free throw good, Maravich. No good on the second free throw. Here's Walker. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.